Okay, I think it's recorded. Hello, this is Comrade ShadowKat, and I am doing another take on trying to give my thoughts and opinions on Ultimate X, which, you guess it, takes place in the Ultimate Universe. And I'm going to do a little reading off of this right here. Not sure how well you can see the words. It is not showing up that great, no matter how much I try to push the button for it to focus properly. Never mind. It's not showing up. I'll just read it to you in my angelic voice. Ultimate X is a limited series from Marvel Comics written by Jeff Loeb with pencil art by Art Adams. Originally planned as an ongoing bi-monthly series, the story picks up after the events in Ultimatum and serves as a quasi-sequel spin-off of Ultimate X-Men, which I didn't have too great of an opinion on. The only positive opinion I have on the Ultimate X-Men universe is that I believe the video games X-Men Legends and X-Men Legends 2 take place in that world. Yes. Okay, I have my brother. He confirmed it for me. You can talk if you wish.
Oh, yeah, it does take place in that world.
Yeah, and I have him here because he watches a whole lot of videos on about comic books and stuff more than I do. Mainly because I like to read it myself rather than hear a video on it. I usually watch the videos after I've read the comics because I feel like it's better for me that way. I don't know. That way I don't get surprise spoilers. Now, the cast in this, as you can see on the cover, is Jean, who goes by Karen. Didn't know she doesn't ask to see anyone's manager. Oh god, I don't know why I missed that joke the first time. And then you have Hulk, Bruce Banner. I was kind of wondering why he would be on there, but then again, there's a line somewhere in here where I think Jean says you could argue that technically you are a mutant. Somewhere. Hold on. Not here. Definitely not here. I think somewhere here. Is that why the world? No, that's not it. Chances for Hulk to be seen as a hero. Okay, so let's see. Where is that line? Here, it's somewhere around here, and it's not focusing. Oh gosh, darn this thing! It's still not focusing. Maybe it's because I'm holding it in my hand. But there's a line, and I'll read it out to you. Besides the obvious, why me? Mutants have always looked after mutants' business. And then Jean goes, how can you be so sure that you're not a mutant? Think about our origins and tell me I'm wrong. And there's a poster right there of Captain America and the thing right there. And I guess technically you could argue he's a mutant when you think about it more or less.
Hulk had been. Well, I know about once that Hulk been banned by as he was a child, the moment he was born.
Right. And technically, in order to be considered a mutant, you have to be born with those powers, right? So there you go. Jean 1, Bruce 0. That was meant to close dramatically. Okay, that failed. Okay, so the plot of the story is that they're getting together. It's an origins. First, it starts off with Jimmy. And first, oh, you know what? Let me show you this real quick. That's what it looks like without his cover. I like it best with this on it, so I'm going to keep it on it. I was originally thinking about taking it off and displaying it, but then I was like, I like the comic better with it on. And I remember when I first had this comic, not this one in particular, I had the issues from way back when I was little, but I was never fortunate enough to get issue 3, 4, and 5. I got the rest off of eBay, though. I might show it off later. I mean, I took some photos and showed it on Facebook. And if you're probably wondering, if I have the issues, why do I have this? Because I really like the art cover. I'm so good with spending my money. And I really liked it, and I thought it looked, from the photos I could see, I thought it looked nice and would be convenient to have. Because the comic issues I have, I've been thinking about displaying them in a picture frame. That's what I was planning on doing. And this would be the version, if I ever wanted to reread the series. Oh, that looks really nice on this camera. If I ever wanted to reread the series, this is what I would use. And the issues that I have, once I find a picture frame to frame them, I might put them up and do that way instead. And let me hurry up now, before I say this. I remember when I first had the comic and my dad borrowed and read it, he didn't like that Sabretooth, who, if I remember correctly, does have a healing factor to an extent, had one of his eyes messed up. And I remember arguing to my dad, not like, yeah, more like, well, actually, Father, he could have sustained that injury by an anti-mutant bullet of some sorts, because I do remember them having some weapons to work against mutants with healing abilities. Brother?
Yeah, they are. So, I don't know how it happened that year, but I know more famously in Hudson 1-6, that where I got the nail, it's a bit of a samurai blade, that you can pretty much kill anyone with a healing factor. That's what it's called.
Yes. We do not know, well, me especially, do not know what universe the Ultimate Universe takes place in.
In part, that Sabretooth healing factor, not exactly the same, had Hudson 1-6 healing factor one.
Exactamundo, my dear brother.
Yeah. So, like, the main universe, you would have more better power, or we say right in the daily.
Right. But our father is not too great with keeping up on universes, and if he watches this, I stand by what I said.
That's why Harry Potter, they would play Spider-Man with Miles Morales.
Technically they did, but it was in a different universe, which I'm, again, not sure which universe Miles takes Spider-Man's place in.
The Ultimate one. Like,
the Ultimate, okay. Yeah. Oh man, I like that Spider-Man. Okay, it doesn't matter. Because I have, I think, just two, actually. I have 2 comic issues of Ultimate Spider-Man, and 1 game that I believe takes place in it.
Yeah,
that's the one where, that takes place in the Ultimate Universe, and that's how he became my favorite, because that's actually why the Ultimate Universe became something I semi-loved to begin with. The games they had that takes place in their universe were nice. I liked them, especially that Spider-Man one. That one was really, really good, and I liked it. I liked that I got to play as Venom, but I didn't like that I had to harm a little kid. Oh, and here's this. I feel like they messed up when they had Jean right here. I feel like somebody should have moved her off a little more. Because look at that. That doesn't look right. But look at how it shows up on my camera. Look at how she pops. She doesn't look... Okay, I'm telling you right now. Right now, through personal experience, viewing it with my own eye, she does not look that as good as she's looking on this camera. On the camera, she looks amazing. Where are you? Oh, never mind. I'm not in. Okay. And here's Jimmy. I'll show you a few things. And I mentioned it in my other review, but which I'm going to delete once I upload this one because I feel like this one's better. That I thought they were dating. I had to reread this. Younger me thought they were dating. So once I reread it, I realized they were not. And they were business bees and the birds buddies. That's it. That's all they were. I was wrong about it. And this right here, I remember when I was little and I saw it, made me want a pet alligator because he's. Thankfully, I never got one because that's a good thing. Someone my age, no one should really, I guess, have one unless they're really experienced on it. Now, my thoughts on this, maybe it's because I read issues 1 and 2 when I was little, and I had a sort of positive reaction to it because I liked Jimmy's character. I never got to meet Derek's character when I was little, but when I finally got to pick up and get said issues, I do kind of sort of like his character. Not too much because you don't really get to see much of him. And I did some research and found out that there are, I think, 2 other times Jimmy's character appears, but other than that, they pretty much abandoned this. Which makes me sad because after seeing... Hold on. This shot right there, I wanted to see more of them. I wanted to see them in action, see where they went with this. I just don't think you should show me this and then go, yeah, but we not gonna do it though. People did not like the universe, which from what I saw and from what my brother told me and showed me in a few videos, and from what I asked for opinions on Twitter, when my friends told me who have read it, yeah, I can see why it didn't pick up.
Yeah, the point is all they're dead by. Oh, look at by that one. The bit part that made everybody like that uniform.
Yeah. Also, I mentioned this before in that video, but I feel like every female in here has same face syndrome. Probably the guys, too, but I think it's more noticeable. Maybe it's because I like women characters and I tend to pay more attention to art done on females. But I feel like the females suffer from same face. Here it is. When I was little, this scene, Other than the one, this scene right here messed me up because I liked Scott's character not as much as I liked Wolverine's, and that's because the cartoon one where the theme song was da 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 da, and you had like Rogue and Gambit, and that's what made me ship them. That made Wolverine my favorite character, but he's not my favorite in the Ultimate Universe. I don't particularly care for how they did him in the Ultimate Universe from the few things I could see. But that's what made Wolverine my favorite character. And then Hugh Jackman came along and really sold his character. And see right there, you see Nightcrawler. And that's another thing that made me sad because Wolverine and Nightcrawler were my top favorite characters. And they're dead in this universe. Yay. And like my brother said, this is why no one really likes this universe. Pretty much kind of killed them for shock value.
Yep. That went away.
Yeah. Now, I'm not too familiar with Liz's character. I only really know her through that Spider-Man game, sort of, because there was like a character thing you could check and you could find Liz. And that Spider-Man Ultimate comic that I do have that has Magneto showing up at it. I have never been fortunate enough to complete a comic series. This one, I finally completed. And the one with Young X-Men, I have that completed. I had the volume 1 and volume 2 of the trade paperback that has all of them. I didn't realize that was the complete collection until I looked in the back and found out, oh, this is a complete collection. This whole time it felt incomplete, but nah, it was completed. Mm-hmm. So I don't really know much on her character, though I do know she's supposed to be like that pretty popular type character. And I didn't quite like her, especially when I read this volume and saw how she treated her brother just because he's gross and the Blob's kid and doesn't even really like... I can see why you wouldn't really like the Blob. But what does he have to do with any of this? From what I could see, he seemed like a sweet enough kid.
Oh, very well?
No, I think it was some other reason. But, I'm back again. Hopefully I can edit those two together. Here's one of my favorite parts because she says, "Come with me if you want to live." And I thought that was funny. I love Terminator references.
Yeah, Terminator.
And, hold on, where is that scene where she bursts into fire? Yeah, that's another scene I liked right here. But, overall, my real favorite scene, other than this here where she joins and she asks, why isn't he coming with? Like, hey, you're not coming with us? And he's like, who are you kidding, Liz? Up until an hour ago, you thought I was gross. You weren't any different from Nick or any of them. Which, again, makes sense. Yeah, I probably would have gone with Pietro too. Maybe not. I don't know. But when you kind of think about it, maybe. I don't know. I really don't. Now, for context, this scene here, Sabretooth picks on Jimmy because I never got to kill Wolverine, so you're the best I've got. He does this. Jean recruits Hulk. Jean sicks Hulk on Sabretooth. And then my favorite scene, where he's right there, bummed. And then, like, somebody says, you're in my seat. And then Sabretooth's all like, I'm big, I'm bad, I can flip this guy up because it's probably just a normal normie. Oh, did you pick the wrong guy on the wrong night? And then, that scene made me laugh. Especially when it's followed up by this. And look, there's Nick Fury. He recruits them. And the fact that we don't get to follow up on that makes me sad because I wanted to see more. I especially wanted to see more of his character because I really like his character. I like that he's basically Angel, but with the fact that he can hide his wings better. I like that he had, let's see, hold on, where is it? You can see those little claw thingies on him. Probably not as deadly as you-know-who's. And then you get to see this here where you see Colossus, you see Storm, you see some other bunch of people I don't really know. There's Rogue. I wanted to see what happened to the rest of them. I don't even know who that is right now because I can't get a good look, but... Patient X. So, oh, Scott's brother.
Yeah, Pop Mo Lightly.
Yeah, okay. This is right there, Alex Summers. And I wanted it to pick up on that more. It's sad that they didn't, but at the same time, you kind of saw it coming.
Oh, and the one with the bring the uniform back.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, you tap the Bionicom, but one
Miles Morales.
Yeah, Miles Morales on it. That's the one that Kingpin. The people that are Miles Morales. Oh, one sec. Baby Kingpin like that, pal.
Yeah.
So that one, you see, now that one, wait, the ultimate one,
Yeah.
no longer dead universe. Now it's back.
Great. That means they can bring back these guys and pick up where they left off. Maybe. Hopefully. Yes.
No, maybe, cause only son and us one set now, so like my wow. What the?
That's probably how he gets that symbiote on him.
Oh yeah, I shut the door.
Then alright, then yes, that's probably what that's for. Oh crap, my battery's low, and that's what the problem was. Alright, really quick show through the sketches. They look good, look good, look good. His original final design looks best. There's Karen. Doesn't ask for your manager, Karen. I think the rest of the designs you can see here are good, but the one they went with looks best. I actually kind of wish they went for this design for Derek right there, because that looks way better in my opinion. And here's Liz dressed as the Phoenix, which I think is nice and cool. Alright, that's it. Hopefully I can edit this together and it works out perfectly. Alright, it was my battery that caused it to shut off, and I was filming in my brother's room because I liked his sheets and I thought they would help make the thing look better. But right now he's busy using it and I don't feel like waiting to hurry up and finish up. Alright, so I had to cut off because my battery's low. Now that I recharged it, I can technically finish up really short with saying, overall, I did like Ultimate X. From what I can remember from reading the previous Ultimate X-Men Volume 1, because that's the only one my dad has, and that's the only one I read thus far. I don't like the... Technically, I semi-like it because of the games, but from what I heard and found out through friends, not sure if I really like or agree with Ultimate X-Men as a whole, but I did like this. I did like them coming together. Karen. Anyway, I did like Jean's new look here. I wanted to see more of him. I definitely wanted to see more of him, but mostly more of him, so I guess he should have been definitely. More him, definitely him. More him, definitely him. More Jimmy, definitely more Derek. And I guess a little bit of Liz. A little bit of Liz would have been nice. But mostly these two. These are the two that piqued my interest the most. And I did want to see them as, you know, technically SHIELD agents. I think that's what what it was going off with, and I would have liked to see more of that. I do plan on trying to read more Ultimate Universe stuff, like Ultimate X-Men, Ultimate Avengers, Ultimate Hawkeye, Ultimate this, Ultimate that, so I can build up a proper opinion of the universe, because before, I've always been, it's alright, because the video games. My whole entire opinion comes from the video games. Oh my god, there was I think there was Ultimate Avengers Alliance game, and those also kind of helped with me having a nice positive opinion on the series, technically. Not too positive enough. Earth 616 was still always my favorite one. So, if you do semi-like the Ultimate Universe, you might like this. But I'm not sure if it's 100% worth picking up, because one, it's kind of hard to get now. Two, they only have 5 issues in this trade paperback, and this is meant to set them up, so there's not too much to really substand yourself on. It's probably not going to be all that satisfying, but for me, I still liked it, and I plan on using this as sort of like an idea of what the world was probably going for when I read the rest of the series. Next up, I'll try to review this one, New Exiles. And heads up, I have not read the old Exiles one, so I'm going in that completely blind. Probably not a good idea. Probably not going to help me form a good opinion, but this is still good enough.